Will you hurry up and finish the lesson, Jane? I am tired of babysitting you. You can just fend for yourself from now on at St. Agnes. I shall tell Grandmother that you don't listen to a word I say if you don't smarten up. I'm only doing this, you know, because Grandmother has promised me a trip to England next summer. Everyone in my class is simply dying to go abroad these days. No one can afford it. Jane, are you listening to me?
Mother.
Come back here, Jane, you haven't finished the chat. Grandmother!
I wouldn't run like that if I were you, Victoria. I do not want you upsetting her.
Why didn't you tell me she was coming home?
Doctors weren't sure when they'd release her. She's still very frail, Victoria Jane. How she ever imagined she could earn a living all on her own, with a child to take care of.
Glory be to God, Miss Robin. What is that face, the dearest son?
It's good to have you home, Robin.
Thank you, Gertrude. Mommy, I missed you.
Gertrude, wrap that stole around your sister. Victoria Jane, you're squeezing your mother half to death. Mary, take her bags. Jane, run along now. Finish your lessons. You're home now, precious. And we must do everything to help you regain your strength. Mustn't we, Gertrude? Come here, Robin.
It's good to be home, Mother.
And I'm so looking forward to showing you off. You must lose that silly cane if you're going to be seen in public again. We have a wonderful trip to England planned for you. And a list of social functions.
Oh, England would be a wonderful opportunity for Jane, too, Mother.
Everything is going to be the way it used to be before you met him.
It's quite reassuring to think of living here again after all this time, Gertrude.
I'm not surprised you decided to stay, really. I always warned you that you'd need more than looks to survive in this world.
Oh, take that apron off. I'm going to get it.
I want to help you, Mary.
If your grandmother catches you helping me in here, she's going to refuse to touch a leaf of that salad. Off you go now and greet your friends and relatives, Jane.
But I hate my relatives, Mary. Especially Phyllis. They're such snobs.
Your cousin Phyllis is ladylike and well-behaved. You would be wise to take note of her manners and be a little friendlier with her, Victoria Jane.
How lovely of you both to come.
Robin, come along. We must see Mother.
She doesn't look at all well, Aunt Florence. If you ask me, this is only the calm before the storm.
I can hardly disagree with you, dear. Victoria Kennedy has been covering up for that poor child for years. Still waters run deep in this house, to be sure.
Mother's been so terribly generous. Sending Jane to St. Agnes's. I certainly couldn't have afforded it.
Have you made many nice friends there, Jane?
Well, my history teacher, Mrs. Stanley's been very nice. She's given me all her own notes on the French Revolution.
Oh, the Revolution, how nice. Tell me about it. Good evening, Florence.
She probably doesn't even know the dates of the French Revolution. I told you, Grandmother, I have to hold her hand through everything.
It's all right, dear. Put the tray down. Go see Mary in the kitchen.
Victoria Jane fancies herself a domestic, Florence, and I must say I do not approve.
Mary, my father's ready for the toast. Well, Grandmother certainly won't be taking you to England with us this summer, when you can't even answer a simple history question.
How do you know?
Because you just made an idiot of yourself, and we all want to disown you, you know. Grandmother says you take after your father. It isn't any wonder Aunt Robin left him.
That's a lie.
I asked Father, and he said that it is so true that your father's alive. Apparently, he lives out on some island in the Maritimes. He's a writer, and he doesn't even have 2 cents to rub together. So there.
Mommy, I have to speak to you. Alone, please.
Whatever you have to say to your mother, you can say in front of all of us.
It's all right, dear. What is it?
Is my father still alive?
Jane.
Is he?
Yes, yes.
Love Mike, Miss Jane.
Oh, never mind. We're getting used to it. William, will you do the honors, please? Robin, sit down. All this folderol will only make the child sulky and emotional.
You're too hard on her, Mother.
Mother, I would like to take this opportunity to toast our dear sister's return to the nest. We've been on tenterhooks over this damned polio. I just want to say welcome home, dear sister. And this time may it be home to stay.
Home to stay.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Victoria Jane, get up. How dare you humiliate your mother and myself in front of all those people?
We should never have lied to her in the first place.
We agreed it was best for everyone to forget. Who told you about your father?
Phyllis said you left him, and Agnes Ripley said it was all my fault.
No, of course it wasn't, dearest. It had nothing to do with you.
What happened then? What did he do?
He made your mother's life miserable.
It wasn't miserable. It was a wonderful life for a while.
She married him against my wishes and lived to regret it. That's all you need to know. I don't want you ever to mention him again. As far as we are concerned, he is dead.
Mother, get to bed, child.
We're all exhausted.
Why does she talk that way about him?
She doesn't really mean it, Jane. She just has some old-fashioned opinions about things. Oh, it won't always be this way, dear. It's just that it's Mother's house, and we just have to learn to live by her rules until things are...
Mom, you're right. Don't cry, Mom. I'm sorry.
I'll be all right in a minute, dear. It's just that it's hard to forget about someone like that. That's all. Perhaps we should never have married in the first place. Something irreparable happened. He was really in love with someone else.